I think it just completed it.
Are we live?
I might have to redo the YouTube one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's all
Hey.
right. It's fine. I'll fix it later. It's
It's
going.
fine. I love when you start getting into like a complicated scene and you're like, "Oh yeah, look at all of these gizmos like that are now stacking up."
Right?
Let's just play. I think this is dev, right? So this is dev without your shenanigans.
Dev without my shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Audio seems to be working on the stream, so we're good there. Hey, Ghost.
It's Ghost.
It's Ghost.
Ghost is so loyal.
He is. He's amazing.
Why can I not hear my own audio?
I don't know.
I can't hear Ant because like we're not getting flashlight.
I can't. I can't hear your audio either. The click only happens when you turn it on and off.
Okay, but it's not happening. Like,
You're not turning it on enough.
what's right click do?
Aims it.
Oh. I don't hear footsteps either. There's like no. So I'm not. Is this muted?
Um,
Are we
no.
muted?
Press G to turn the light on and see if it makes a sound.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, did we silenced the footsteps because
I didn't silence the footsteps.
I thought. Oh.
They just only show up once you're walking for a little bit. Yeah, that still needs work.
Okay. This goat's working on that.
Yep. Let's see.
Hold on, I'm gonna tone down my desktop audio a smidge. Okay.
Set this thumbnail to the correct thumbnail.
My girlfriend just got home and my dog hasn't figured it out yet.
Oh, he's gonna be so surprised.
Yeah. Oh. God, I always see the black screen and I'm like, wait, why is it not? Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. There are the guns. There they are. Is it F to pick up?
Yes, hold F to pick up. I know, I should switch that to E. Or something.
Right.
I don't know. F and E are usually the two.
Gun is empty. How do I drop it?
You drop it. There's no just drop button. You have, you have to fill up your inventory first. I should add a drop button. Yes.
What's the... God damn it. How do I equip the flashlight? Q. T.
T. T puts it on your... Mounts it. Yeah.
T mounts it. So is the problem if I pick up this gun?
If you've dropped a pistol, right, that you shot a bunch of?
I have not dropped it yet.
Okay. So keep going. Fill up your inventory.
Okay, there we go. So now
So shoot a bunch. Now switch. Switch back.
Okay.
Switch to the next one. The one that's on the ground now.
Yeah.
That should be your empty one, but it's not. They're all filled back.
Infinite ammo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I fixed with the...
All right. So now we close everything down so we can switch branches.
We're doing great, Ghost. We're just he's testing out a branch. I think it was equipment update, so you're going to need to do a fetch. He's testing out a change that I made that should keep ammo tied to the gun even once it's been dropped, and even if it's picked up by another player, it should have the same ammo in it.
Why am I not seeing your branch when I fetch?
Origin, it's origin, under origin.
Where?
So down, third from the bottom.
Son of a bit. Okay. Sure. There.
You closed Unreal, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ring.
Oh.
God damn. What?
Hmm?
Huh?
Who?
You were saying, oh.
I don't know. Like, that feels so far back behind us now.
It was like 2 seconds ago.
Exactly.
All right, so if you pick up the flashlight, cool. Pick up guns. And same thing should happen for the flashlight being on or off.
Right, because if I...
It's one of those stats that is capable of being remembered. And then pick up your other gun again. This should still be empty.
Hey, look at that.
Or even if you shot like reload it with R, and then shoot like 6 shots, or however many. Pick up that gun, and then pick it up again. You should have like 4 shots or whatever, however many you didn't shoot out of 10.
Yeah. 10
Nice.
left. And if I pick
So
this-
yep, that's how that should work. And it should
Oh.
also, if you add a second player in here, they should also get the same
But
thing.
this...
That was
Oh, wait, hold on.
part
This
of
flashlight's
that was the major
not...
part of the problem.
Okay, this flashlight... Oh, right. So this flashlight on, this flashlight's on, then we put this
And you have one
flashlight-
mounted.
Yeah. And then that one's on.
Yep.
Give a little twirl. Nope. They
Nope,
don't twirl when they're on.
I got
Okay.
rid of that too.
How could... Oh, you got rid of the equipment twirl? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
But you'll notice that when you drop stuff, it always drops the same direction.
Mm-hmm. That's
So no matter which way you're facing,
a common
So-
thing. We can always like I think
I need to add some randomness to it or something like that.
not even random, just basing it off of player facing direction. I think would be fine.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be like something
Yeah.
like object.z
Yeah.
or like player.z.
Because it drops from the position, but the rotation is not getting set to anything. But I could do that based on the player rotation too. So yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So that just needs to get pulled in or
Mhm.
merged in,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna work on level design.
Approve. Complete.
Complete merge.
Complete merge. Congratulations, comrade.
Woo!
Wee. Okay. Now we close Unreal again. We go into Git. HQ layout.
Dev.
Feet.
Oh, yeah.
God. Well, yeah. Don't I have to go to this one? Merge.
You have to pull down dev.
Yeah. This is so much easier in Git Bash.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but it's just commands.
Yeah. That's all this is doing.
Yeah, but like it's easier for me to type git pull origin dev whilst on my new branch than like switching to dev, pulling dev, then going back to that other branch and merging dev into that branch.
I see what you're saying. I guess you may not have had to switch to dev to fetch it. Oh, I guess, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, how do we choose branch to merge into dev? Create a merge commit. Did it do the thing? We check the history. Hey,
Hey, there we go. Yep, it just finished.
sick.
So
We're
now
just
you should be able to
gonna
load up
push.
the project again.
Yeah.
Epic.
I was just pushing real quick.
Oh, I see.
Push it real good.
Touch me. And
That's
then just
wrong song.
rush me. Bum, 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 bum. I read somewhere that was actually like a college like project by some other guy, not theirs even. He
Mhm.
just asked them to do it. when they were in college, and then they got big off of that. Basically,
That's fun.
like that's where the song came from.
What is this little doohickey?
That could totally be false. I have no idea. It's the light, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, we don't care about this map.
No, we don't. I'm just being a curious little guy.
Curious little goosey.
It looks like a process volume. Like post-processing.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like so.
Lobby. Look at this.
Oh, so well put together.
Hey.
Library.
La biblioteca.
Bibliothèque. El discothèque.
Nope.
What room are you working on now?
Did we say this was the shooting range?
Oh.
Because we were like,
We shouldn't put the shooting range next to the library.
yeah,
That's what
that
we're
was
saying.
our last like. We're gonna do a
I mean, the
snap.
nice thing about this is that you can create just a room, right? And then you could move it anywhere you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could just reorganize the house here.
Yeah. God damn it, right? Because that. Yeah, so we gotta. Come on. Oh dear God. Okay.
It don't fit. You must quit.
Well, this is embarrassing.
Boop.
How in the actual ass?
What? Maybe one of your walls are just overlapping a bit.
Probably.
Or on the back end, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
There was
there
that one.
it is. You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
There's.
You're probably messing with where you wanted the door to be.
Mm-hmm. Range.
Is there anything in it?
In the shooting range? No.
No, I mean like in that folder. It didn't
No.
go into the folder.
No, because I had to deselect everything to create the folder.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. There we go. Now if I do that. Hey.
Nice.
Oh, hold on a second. Why aren't you in there? What? Don't you want to go to your home?
Go in your home, box. Go in your home, box.
Right. Okay, because now I want this. We're gonna say we need like some kind of entrance, right? We need
Where?
I don't know.
What kind of entrance? Where?
We're like, we need a place where.
The front doors, you mean?
Yeah, that thing. How people do.
Should they be like rotating doors?
Ooh, I do like that.
Like very government official.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we need a little bit more room, right?
Yeah. How about the garage?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think too. Is like, does that go over here, or like,
I would assume the armory would be next to the shooting range,
right?
and the garage would be probably on the other side of the armory because from the shooting range, because you would be loading up stuff into there,
Yeah.
and the library would be away from all of that.
Right. God, how big is this level gonna be?
That's why I'm a little concerned about that, though. The garage really doesn't need to be that big.
Right. I was literally thinking like a fucking. I wish I had like some way to.
You could do like the garage and armory are connected, like open concept.
Like literally, the garage
Even
could just be like a door or something. I don't know.
yeah, even like the garage, armory, and shooting range could all be in the same large room, right?
So we could just like
an open space.
Because we could just. Right, that lines up. Right,
Yeah.
Right. One more. Excellent. Excellent.
Oh, Ghost, we're excited. We have ideas.
Is Ghost excited? I can't see chat.
Yeah, he says he can't wait to see how this game turns out.
Dude, me too.
I remembered I had another reason for that relic idea. That is where it was what it actually started out for, was that it would allow us to have like a playable win scenario before we have to have monsters. Because we could just do like relics that have effects, like range effects, and you got to find them. Like you could have a relic that causes gravity to be funky, right? But everything's sitting where it's supposed to be until it's disturbed, and then like it doesn't have gravity. Or if the player jumped, they would just be like floating or something like that. I don't know. Could be an interesting thing to do. So it's like difficult to find, but you're like checking items to like figure out where the relic is.
Yeah.
But that way we can get a playable like game cycle of win scenario and everything like that before we're having to worry about a monster or something like that.
Did I really fucking put that on? God. Whatever. Oh, this is just a blockout. It doesn't have to be perfect.
No.
Alright.
We'll shimmy it up later.
Yeah. Make it all plumb and square.
Because yeah, you could do the library would make sense to have like doors like that. The armory, like the armory and all of that could easily just be like almost completely open to the rest of it. Like maybe not completely open, because I guess you would have gunfire stuff. So maybe it makes sense to put it behind a door. It all behind a door.
Have you ever like been in a government facility? Like, I mean, not like one like this, but like there's fucking doors to everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We need a big garage door for the vehicle.
Yeah. How do I? Oh God! Come on. Text actor.
Should be in details here.
Details.
Right there, down. There's a text section.
Ah. You are no longer La Biblioteca. You are just. We're just gonna call you Armory.
There you go. And the armory happens to have a shooting range, the garage and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, we could even do like a smaller, like little like door over here. So like, where you at? Where are you at, little bitch? Come here. I got plans for you. This
like
is
a door directly into the garage, a door directly into the shooting range, and the armory's in the middle.
Yeah. Boom. Come on.
0.25? What the fuck? I've noticed sometimes this doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
This just stops, like, that
Yeah.
change in stuff stops working properly.
Yeah, it's not working.
I think even if you told it to turn off, like the clipping or
Yeah.
the snapping, just yeah, it'll still snap now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that just happens. We're just blocking things out.
Yep. El Garaje.
Mm-hmm.
Move this there just so you can't like go between the walls. And then we'd have like a couple like like the car, the van, the whatever in here. Let's see.
I would imagine it'd be just one vehicle, right?
Yeah, would it
You
just
always
be
want to take.
yeah, you always want to take the best thing, but like you don't always have access to that.
Right.
Make sure all of you have we like I don't know how much we've like told the community yet about like
I've only told that it's like a horror game, kind of Phasmophobia.
mhm.
You're forgetting the desk.
Motherfucker.
Um,
Okay, it looked like everything was in there except for that door.
okay. I wanted to leave like releasing details mainly to you, since this is your idea. So
Yeah, but you're the community guy.
I guess.
I don't know. My people skills lack.
Yeah, I don't know. There's, I don't know if we're at a point where we're ready to
Yeah.
really delve into details on it, just because you don't want your ideas stolen. So
Yeah, that's true. This. How do I? Okay, I am going to create a subfolder, but I want to rename you first. Okay, there we go. Armory. Then that is shooting range, which contains I think after this blockout, my next thing is going to be making a level that contains all of our like assets. So that we can use that the actor library plugin that I activated.
Okay.
Because then, like, basically what happens is you get like a window here, and you just click and drag.
Oh, cool.
The objects into it.
And it just does it from a level that has everything in it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's not the shooting range. That's the garage. El Garaje.
Okay.
And we still need the shooting range attached to this room. Oh.
The armory's in the middle, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just copy and pasted the armory. Oh, itchy. It is springtime.
Springtime for. I won't finish that.
I think the armory.
Needless to say, The Producers is one of my favorite films.
Delete this. I probably didn't need to delete it. I could have just shuffled things around. Actually, no, I did need to delete it because we think make smaller.
Oops.
Oopsie. Are we still happy with using Unreal? I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to make conversation because we're on stream.
Oh yeah, I've been very happy with using Unreal. It's been working pretty good.
Yeah.
There's always little quirks on trying to figure some stuff out, but I think that it's overall working really good, and I'm figuring those things out.
I think I
It's
can
mainly
make it
it's mainly
smaller.
dealing with replication, but replication's a complex
Mhm.
process, anyways. So
And that was you figuring out how to do the gun assets tracking ammunition, right?
yeah, the properties of a equipment item, yeah,
Right. I think
being
that's
tracked. The main issue, the issue wasn't tracking them. The issue was tracking it for multiple clients.
right.
Because the host was working just fine for. It was the other clients that it was that weren't remembering it because it was essentially getting deleted before. This is the half step off thing that we were having.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if it was fixed yet.
Nope.
No, nope, not fixed. Okay, whatever. I give up.
So yeah, replication's a complicated process of when things happen, because a lot of also when you're dealing with blueprints, because I've been trying to do as much in Blueprint as possible because it does speed things up a little bit.
Mhm. But they're limited, right?
Yeah, they are limited, not too limited, but they are
I
limited.
don't imagine they are that limited because it's literally just it's code. It's just visual code.
Yeah,
You know.
there's just some methods that aren't accessible via
Yeah.
blueprints.
Right.
So that's a little problematic, but I haven't run into anything that I actually needed for that yet. But their fire and forget the functions are. So if you create an event or a function and you're like, okay, I want to do this thing and then I want it to do that thing. Well, it's not waiting for that first function to complete. It's throwing that function off on a thread and then immediately starting the next one. So if you delete something in the next function that you use in the first one, then there's a chance that by the time it's gotten around to using the first one's gotten around to using that, it's been deleted.
So is there not like an audit? Like there's not a clean. You don't in blueprints. Do you have access to like a cleanup method?
Yeah, you can manually destroy, which is what I was doing. It was essentially dropping the equipment, which like the whole process of dropping the equipment was that it spawns the pickup item, and then it doesn't interact. Well, actually, sorry. The process was that it goes, oh, you've. This is more of when you're interacting with the pickup is what happens. It goes, oh, you've interacted with the pickup. So we're going to check if you need to drop your current weapon, and if so, then we're going to drop, and then we're going to do the interact.
Yeah.
Right. So drop is a function, and then interact is another function, and so it would do the drop, what the drop does is spawns the pickup item, right? And that was basically all that it does. uh, and the but I needed to also, set values based off of the equipment that was being dropped, like the ammo and stuff, to that pickup item so that it was remembered, right?
Yeah.
But in the interact part, that it starts after starting the drop part, it goes through and decides, are we swapping out, or checks, are we swapping out this out? Okay, then I got to delete this thing,
Mm-hmm.
this existing equipment, so that we don't have memory leak issues. Um, and that delete was happening before setting the values on the pickup, and so it couldn't set the values. Um, so yeah, I had to figure that out. Actually, it would do it. Sorry, for the host, but it wouldn't do it for clients because it, like, when multicasting, it uh, it was deleted before the client got to it, because it does the whole thing and then it does it for the clients, each of the clients.
Jesus.
So yeah.
I feel like we could have like a little front desk attendant
Front desk.
NPC.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
Kind of like the Ghostbusters. What's her name from Ghostbusters?
I know who you're thinking of. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, that kind of character would be great though.
Yeah, but like maybe it's like Hank the zombie or something.
Oh yeah. Just says brains.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brains. Brains. So there's a little translation.
In my in my script writing class, we just did a spec script for the Goonies.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Goonies, Community, but we like made it Goonies.
What the fuck? Hold on. How did you switch those two up?
Because
What happened in your head?
because the sub theme of the episode was the Goonies.
Okay.
Yeah. So we wrote it in that Pierce has a accident in the chem lab,
Mm-hmm.
and so he turns into Sloth.
Oh.
And then like he picks up Troy and like hangs Troy on a door and, and leaves him there.
Man. I love every time I see like community clips pop into
Mhm.
one of my feeds or something like that. It's awesome. I love that show.
Yeah. Who's the main actor? Like something, is it like Jeff Burrell or
Oh,
the guy who
yeah, I
plays
don't know.
Jeff?
Yeah, I
He-
don't remember. No.
He wrote an autobiography, and there's a chapter in it on how to fight Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I saw him talk about it.
Yeah, I think
basically
I think
on like
it wasn't Howard Stern. It was the other one.
it was like, oh, he talked about it on like Jon Stewart or Colbert's show or something like
Was
that.
it? Oh, because
It might have been Colbert.
I think I saw him talk about it on like the. Did you ever watch Smallville?
A little bit.
The guy who played Lex Luthor in Smallville, he has a podcast now,
Ah,
and where he just has all his actor buddies like come on in and like talk and stuff,
Mhm.
and I saw him talking about it on there.
yeah. And it was really funny.
Yeah.
I saw a clip the other day. Just, it was one where Troy's walking by and suddenly you hear Abed's voice like Troy, and Troy looks and there's a painted like tunnel on a brick wall with Abed peeking out at the end of this painted on tunnel. It's like, Troy, I've done it. I've broken into the cartoon world. You can do it too. You just have to believe. And Troy's like gets ready and he like crunches down like he's about to run, and he takes like one step and Abed jumps out from behind a trash can and just like, no, wait, Troy, I didn't really do it. Troy's like, I know.
I know.
And then walks off. I was just like, I may have done emotional damage there.
Do you watch Hot Ones at all?
I've seen a few episodes, yeah.
The Donald Glover was on like maybe a few
Donald
months
Glover.
was on a few months ago,
Mhm.
and he talked about being in the writers' room for Community,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like saying how you're basically working with like some of the funniest people on the planet, right? And like this was the first job he had where he was like making real money, so he bought himself like a nice hat. Like I think he said it was like a flat cap or something,
Hmm.
and like showed up for work on like Monday and was like so excited about his new hat, and he's wearing it, and he like just walks into the door, and like one of the senior writers looks at him and just says hat, and like and walks away, and like destroyed all of his self-confidence. And like he couldn't wear the hat anymore.
Oh, that's funny.
Do you think we can create the illusion of depth with this, or that we actually have to have like? Yeah, it should probably be long, right?
Yeah, it could be long and just not accessible, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to be able to run up to your. I guess it wouldn't hurt that they could go there, but yeah,
Right.
it could just be long. Um, we don't have to. I don't think we have to block that out for this
Mm-hmm.
necessarily, because we just know that this is the thing, and that wall could extend 100 feet. Who knows?
Yeah. Look at this. Starting to look like something.
Something.
Starting to look like a little something something here. Let's get a few more of these walls up in her. But for,
Question: did you want the library for you to like enter to the side of the front desk, or because I know we talked about there being like a desk with a rounded like bookshelf wall
mm-hmm.
behind the
Yeah.
person, um, or did we want it to be like you enter at the opposite end, and it's like a front desk that's at the back, right? Like
Yeah, like this
essentially,
one, this desk.
yeah, would be like, and you like enter, and you from the doorway you can see the front desk, but it's all the
Uh.
way back there, and you like that way you're like you walk past whatever display cases and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot
So like
as you come.
over here.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I like how that
and
feels.
it could be like a longer, thinner like library, but like
I'm
you can
picking
walk
up what
all
you're
the way
putting
back
down.
past uh,
Oh,
things that you may have
you
found.
sons of bitches. Why you gotta be like that?
What?
No, the just the fucking
Oh,
the like the level tools just be.
just overlap them for now.
I know. It's just. Scoosh you on in here. We have a little half wall. This'll work. Does is Ghost
I
still
think it's
hanging
still
out?
here,
Still hanging out.
probably. Oh, that's a really tall wall.
Yeah, it is. Whatever.
It's all right. We're just blocking.
I think the jankier it looks, the more inspired we will be to replace it later.
Correct. Is it just I mean, like I said, we'll probably move the rooms around a little bit to play with it,
Mm-hmm.
because you could like shrink this hallway between or whatnot. But yeah, yeah. See, that's like nice and long, and then
That's what she
that way
said.
you just have room for. It's just like a pathway that you're walking with displays on either side that you can go read about and stuff like that if
Mm-hmm.
you want. And then
Little
there's the
specimen cabinets and shit.
yeah. And then it would end in like a rounded thing. Obviously, we're
Yeah.
not putting that out here now, but yeah, behind her, that desk would be a rounded bookshelf,
Mm-hmm.
tall, whatnot, with some sort of ladder.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. I think that's looking really good.
Mm-hmm.
But then you've got,
Ooh,
so we've got a really
big area, right?
big area, which I don't think needs to be. I mean, you could have recreation area, right?
That's
Like,
what I was thinking was like a rec room.
yeah, like foosball table or whatnot, like that sort of stuff. Little mini games that could be played while waiting.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the rec room has to be like tiny comparatively, right? And rec room does go next to the shooting range, and you can hear the gunshots
Yes.
because it's like, oh yeah, like someone in the union said we needed a rec room. I guess we'll like convert this like former storage space into like
Hmm.
the rec room.
That'd be funny.
God damn it.
It's hilarious.
I was watching like Adam Savage talk about model building,
Hmm.
and he was talking about like when you start telling yourself like little stories or stuff about when like how things work on the model or like spaceship you're building or like whatever, like that's when it starts to like when you start having that level of investment,
Right.
that's when it starts to like have those little details that come alive. And I feel like that's what we're doing here by like saying like, oh yeah, and like they turned a little storage room into the employee rec room. And it's got a vending
Well,
machine that only works sometimes.
well, I mean, right? You want to be able, like, we have a lot of space,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's a question of how are we going to fill that space so it doesn't feel like we just have the person's having to,
Mm-hmm.
in order to get from one place to another, having to uh, cross this giant chasm,
Yeah.
um, right? Because that could be annoying, I think, in games. Like, it can be fun the first couple times, but then when you're like, okay, I have to go run to the library, ha 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 ha,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know, something like that.
It's any game where like they
And I
include
think
they include fast travel because the game's boring.
right, and I think we just got to block out something. If it's too big, we'll know as soon as we start like
Walking around it or like doing stuff.
walking around
Yeah.
in it and doing stuff, and then we can shrink it. We can edit it around at that point.
Man, I love it when I start to see something come together.
Right.
Where did I put the player spawn?
And then you could have like a seating area off to the left by the in front of the library.
Yeah.
Some seating in the corner in front of the rec room.
Did we want like a trying to think like a mission select area, or do we just want
Oh
that
yeah.
to be like like a debriefing room,
No, I think we need like
just like a whiteboard or something on one of these walls?
whiteboard or laptop or something like that.
Yeah.
That's picking the thing.
And I figured either in the armory or in the shooting range, we could have a door that triggers the tutorial level. So not necessarily mapping the tutorial out here, but like having the tutorial just be like, oh yeah, like load new scene.
I want to go run the tutorial again
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could do that.
Yeah. Right.
I liked the idea of the tutorial being that like something's gotten out in
Yeah.
the in here and
Mhm.
we're having to fix that.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, budget cuts. Sorry, this is your problem now. Oh,
You've
that's
got a new this is your new space, but also there's a fiend on the loose.
yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. It's looking like something nice now.
I'm gonna put a wall on the other side of this door just so we can't like run out. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it's like this is our confined space.
Yeah. Ideally there would be just unopenable doors there.
Right.
Yeah.
Block out, block out, block out.
Block out, block out.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. God, do you ever get that feeling when like you start feeling it like come together,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, oh, it's happening.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'd been struggling with that whole like ammo replication
Mm-hmm.
issue for weeks trying to figure out like I just keep
Oh
going back to
no.
it and then be like, well, that really didn't work. And so I just scrap everything to go back to
Yep.
what was working so I didn't have to figure out fixing everything and then I'd start again. Uh and uh man, once the little epiphany that I had
Just
of
that
I just need this to replicate, and then I went,
that
I was like, because I was like, the freaking part of the issue was that the with the replication was that the pickup item is an actor, and actors can be replicated,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, the weapons themselves, when equipped, are just skeletal meshes. Those aren't necessarily replicated. Like you can replicate the actions that they do, but you can't replicate them in particular. Um, and so I was just like, what? I just need this thing. This variable just needs to like replicate with it. And I went, wait a second.
Yeah.
Is there a setting for replication on variables? And then I went and quickly searched for it, and there it was. And I was just like, oh my god, oh
I
my god.
yeah.
And that was when it was like it all started like fitting together. I was like, boom, boom, boom. Had it done in like an hour. I was like, oh, that felt so good.
I have this
Hey, Adam.
Adam?
Shadow Adam.
Shadow
Long time
Adam.
no see.
Welcome to the party. I have this piece of paper taped up behind my monitor. It's the creative process. It's like this is awesome. This is tricky. This is shit. I am shit. This might be okay. This is awesome. I'm like,
if you hold shift, do you run?
yeah.
You should run. Okay. So yeah, the question is, how does it feel to run around in this space?
Mm-hmm. It's still a bit large. I think
Yeah.
the individual rooms feel fine. I think
Yeah,
it's
just
I
this-
think it's like when we're in here, and I'm like, will it feel better when there's like props and
Stuff.
actors around? So like,
Yeah.
if we jump out and we start putting in like, no, this is not what I want. God damn it.
Will it make the space feel smaller, basically?
Yeah. And I don't feel like it will. I don't think that's going to be the solution.
Yeah. I feel like. I feel like you could push the front desk and the front wall forward. Obviously, you could leave the garage front wall where it is, but everything to the left of the garage could that whole
Can
line
come this way.
Yeah.
So like,
We wouldn't have a square of a building. It would just Wait, what are
Okay,
you
hold on. Let's do some file organization real quick because
doing? Okay.
I want to. There isn't a click and drag feature. Okay, that worked. This new folder is rec room. That belongs at the top level, not top, but you know. Take samples away, close the armory. Close the library. Good, 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 good. So now, basically, I should just be able to select library and rec room. That just kind of scooch. Too close?
Oh yeah, if you want to bring it like that.
Is that not what you meant?
Well, yeah. I was saying to go the other way, but this works too.
Oh, like this way?
Yeah, well, I was saying to move just the wall, the front wall, but this works, I think, better. Because if we're thinking about the front of a building, you're absolutely right. But you can move the front desk back on
Yeah.
its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're still in samples. You belong in la
In the library.
biblioteca. You. Not the floor. I need to. How do I make this not clickable?
I don't know if you can lock it.
Whatever.
I'll Google it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out later.
UE5, how to lock objects. Right click the object in the viewport for the world outliner, go to transform and check lock actor.
Oh. Transform.
It says in the viewport or world outliner. So if you right click it,
There it is.
transform, there you go.
Cool. That, I mean, yeah, and that does that does a thing, but it's not the thing. I don't want to be able to select it in the world view. Because like in Blender.
Okay, hold on.
We're gonna really test things now. Off to a good start. Because in Blender, I can decide whether or not I can select this cube.
Make something unselectable in viewport. That's from 2014. I want like the past year. There's a plugin in UE in Unreal Engine Marketplace called Actor Locker.
Okay. Is it free?
I don't know.
That's the $1 million question.
Well, that wouldn't be free then.
Badoom tish. Okay, Dad.
What's the idea behind this, Adam? We are making a game, our own game. It's a horror, like suspenseful thriller, like Phasmophobia-esque type game that we're working on, but with weapons. And the idea is that it requires you to do a bit more than just find out what the monster is. You want to, the basis so far is that you're trying to subdue, either capture or kill the beasts. But yeah.
Like, more investigative than, like, Phasmophobia. I think that feels better.
Yeah.
That feels so much better, just space-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
That rec room feels huge.
It does.
That could probably get smaller, but yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
And then we could just put, like, a door texture here or something.
Yeah.
Like,
that'd be weird.
or
we'll figure something out. Well, I mean, you could bring the library and stuff in, the whole left side in.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I meant like the whole left side of the building in.
Oh, you mean like scrunch it a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Scrunch it again.
Ooh, that's feeling better. Just giant wall. I feel like putting a bathroom here.
I mean,
with a flushable toilet.
I won't say no.
A la Repo. Yeah, I flushed you in the toilet in Repo, didn't I?
Oh yeah, we tried that out. I found out what the clown does.
The
Repo?
The clown that's like, don't touch my nose.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He's a bomb.
Oh my god.
If you touch his nose too many times, he'll blow up.
That's fun.
So you can use him to like kill the monsters.
That's actually really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the buzzsaw that I got, or did Chase see it?
Yeah. No, I saw it was with me and Zach that you got the buzzsaw.
Right.
And then you tried to use it on the baby Enderman. The Enderman baby.
It felt like it was working.
Man baby.
Until it wasn't.
Until he went.
Yeah.
Rec room, restroom.
How do I actor?
Could even start with like a really grungy bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the upgrades could be that you just hire a janitor, and then the bathroom's clean. But also you get a janitor guy hanging out in the lobby somewhere that'll regularly talk about like how bad your guys' shits are.
Hey, look at that.
I think that's looking good. Furniture.
The first thing you can see is the.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could move the front door over,
Yeah, to like
right?
be
The front
more
door and the
centered,
front desk. Yeah,
to like be about here.
yeah. Just get rid of that. I guess, yeah. There you go.
You know, we always have to select the skybox. All right, how do I put in your mood lighting that you made?
The mood lighting that I made.
Mhm.
Well, you have to find the directional light. It's right the first thing under lighting.
Oh,
Yep, directional
this
light.
thing. Okay.
Yep. And then you're going to turn the I don't think it's temperature. Oh, it's opacity or something like that. If you do a search for no, what was it?
Is it strength?
Intensity. Turn the intensity all the way down.
To 0 or? Oh no.
Nope. Yeah. So what I did was I turned it down to 0, but then I
Okay.
put in other lights. You could
Okay.
do like lamps and lights and things like that. And I think that's how we should really operate all of our stuff. Is we should just have like
spotlights.
ceiling lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Spotlights. Because you can set up spotlights to be like a bar and stuff like that. You can
Point lights. That's what I was thinking
Point lights. Yeah, point lights from like lampshades and things like that. So yeah, if there was like a lamp on the front desk there, right? That's a pretty intense. So what is it? The intensity is how bright it is. The you get rid of your search for intensity. Quick. The attenuation radius, I think, is how far out it affects.
Okay. Let's go. What can I call this? Come on. Let me rename you. There we go. Nice.
Yeah. So now you can't see anything, but you would normally have like sconces on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You would have fluorescent overhead lights, right, in some office building. So once we put all of that in,
Ooh, rectangular lights are good. Attenuation radius would be like here. I wish Shift D worked, but it doesn't.
for duplicate,
Yeah.
what do? You just copy
I'm
paste.
just Control C, Control V, like over and over again. Why do you got little X's? What's wrong with you? Why are you mad?
That's weird. It looks like it's showing light. I don't think you should worry about it too much.
Okay, if this directional light's going to be a 0, then we can just get rid of it.
See, and like you could turn up their attenuation radius, but lower their intensity, so that it wouldn't be like a real spotlight. It'd be a bit more ambient, kind of.
Yeah. Wait, so up their attenuation?
Up the attenuation on them. That increases the radius that they affect.
Come on, let me
just type something in. Type in like, 900 or something. Something big. There you go. And then lower their intensity. I don't know why it's not letting you do that now.
Yeah.
Even like a 3 or something.
Yeah. I don't know if I like that color.
I don't like that. You need a bit more white.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's very
colder.
fluorescent. Yeah.
Yeah, this feels cold and grim. I love it. Oh no, it's dark in here.
Oh no. But yeah, so that's like kind of how the lighting works. I don't know why those are showing a different symbol. They're working.
Yeah.
These lights. So
let's look at the message log.
I can't see your message log. So.
Yeah. It's the same one that we're getting on the other.
Trying to read call function. Break hit result. Fizmat.
Oh, is that when I jumped on the desk?
Probably. But yeah, then if you added like exit signs on doorways, sconces, things like that, like we'd have the room pretty well lit from all sorts of light sources. I was gonna say, why don't you just copy 2 at the same time? Yeah.
Look at that. Would you look at that?
Yeah.
Bathroom stayed dark.
Yeah. Bathroom stays. You don't want to see what's gone on in there.
Yeah. Make the desk lamp a little warmer.
Could make the bathroom light flicker.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Starting to feel like the back rooms a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's back here in the
What's
dark?
back here?
In the darkness.
I can't fit.
Be right back.
Yeah. It's looking really cool. Get some guns in the shooting range. Get some boxes. It's like a big old block to symbolize the truck in the garage. Could be really cool. Let's see. Armory is going to be where we would put our weapon buying stuff. Hey.
What have we been
Yeah,
buying?
this is looking really cool. Huh?
What have we been buying?
Nothing. I was saying the armory is where we put the weapon buying stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have our garage doors in yet.
No.
That would be, and then could probably just take a normal wide doorway and then double its size or something.
Do I really? Come on. There we go. We're just gonna move you here so people. So for now, we can't just walk off the edge.
There we go. Wunderbar.
A little like. Light, point light. Oh god, it's so bright.
Yeah, the intensity starts out pretty intense.
Attenuation like 50, maybe 100.
It's real small.
Make it.
You can also, or you want it to be like a
Little exit sign.
Oh, okay, yeah. You can let's see, there's another light thing called source radius, I think.
Oh, inside the light setting?
Yeah, you scroll down and I mean, I don't, it might be source length. Try source length.
Hey. No, that feels.
Yeah, there's a way to like make it widen, I think, so it's not like a ball of light. Like you could get essentially like an elongated light.
Might work better with a rectangle light.
Maybe.
We probably have to then match the attenuation radius to it. No.
No, that's just gonna.
Blow
Oh, kind of. Actually, yeah. If you bring the attenuation radius down, and then also bring the length down. Bring the source radius down.
Hold on.
Yeah, see how it's looking like a.
Yeah, like a little bar.
Yeah. I wish should be like an attenuation. See, and make that really long. Make the length really long.
There
See
we
that?
go.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, that's the sort of stuff that you can do. I don't know if there's like an attenuation like length or something like that that you can
Mm.
do, but
It might work better with a rect light.
mhm. I think you're shining it at the wall.
Yeah, it's like, nah, it won't work good with that.
Why?
Because rect lights are single direction.
Oh, okay.
Because it
Yeah.
comes straight out of like the bottom here, and
Yeah.
there's nothing being diffused at the top.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's not a thing that has to be solved right now.
No. But yeah, but this could be nice because you could make a like an exit uh, sign model, right? That has the
Mm.
light and everything on it, and
Yep.
then just replace all these with that model, and
Mm-hmm.
it would all be set up.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Would you look at that?
That's cool.
Do we want to merge this up, or do we want to? Do you think
Yeah.
there's more stuff we can do?
No, I think it's a good time. We should merge it
Yeah.
up. It's the weekend.
Is the
I got things to do. You got things to
I
do.
do got things to do. Summary. Lock out HQ. Finally.
And this way, I can start moving over this as the actual like level that I'm messing around in, and then you can mess around and like actually like, oh, I want to move this over here, move this, and do this, and then
Yep.
it'll essentially be kind of affecting both of us. So
Oof. Oh, come on. There are work items for this. It's probably just the way we have it set up.
probably. I would bet that it's like. Let me look. Let me go look at the.
There, I found it.
Nice. How'd you find it?
I just went up numerically.
Oh, weird that it wouldn't find it. Definitely had the word HQ in it.
Yeah.
Layout HQ lobby. It's number 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Weird.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Ghost and Adam. Nice to see you again, Adam.
waiting for like an audio reply.
And Ghost, always a pleasure. No,
Yeah.
that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing in streaming.
Yeah.
Is that like, is you can't. You just gotta be like, and I assume you heard that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're waiting on the lag, and then they're watching you just sit there wait for the lag after they've said it. Yeah.